Here in this video, I'm going to talk about Dogcoin and share my opinion on this. If you're a holder of this meme coin like me, then stay with me till end of this video. Well, Dog is quietly setting up, and this opening visual tracks the journey from consolidation into a potential breakout. We are focusing on Bitcoin native assets, where a structural shift is already underway. This highlights how Dog moves through each phase from steady holding into meaningful momentum. This is where early signals begin forming. From my perspective, Dog is building something subtle yet powerful, and spotting this transition early could offer a real advantage before wider attention kicks in. All right, don't panic. This part fools almost everyone. Dog moved from around $0.00078 down to lower range, but this is not weakness. It may look like crypto volatility and a softer Bitcoin caused the move, but the decline is controlled and structured. Most people exit here thinking it is over. To me, this kind of measured pullback actually builds a stronger base, setting up the conditions for a more stable and potentially explosive move later. Now, let's go deeper. This is where things get serious. Bitcoin is evolving beyond a simple store of value, with ordinals and runes turning it into a programmable ecosystem. Dog is quietly positioning itself within this space, becoming a recognizable meme asset. Large holders are accumulating hundreds of millions of tokens, building a strong foundation. This is not random behavior. From what I see, when accumulation aligns with a growing infrastructure, it signals long-term intent, giving Dog more depth than typical speculative meme assets. Here's the moment most people completely miss. At the 0.00071 level, buyers are actively matching sellers, slowing the decline. Price action becomes calmer and less aggressive. This is what analysts call absorption, where support holds instead of breaking down. It is a key shift in behavior. As I see it, this level holding steady suggests that selling pressure is being absorbed effectively, often marking the early stage of stabilization before a potential upward move begins. Let me show you something important. Quiet markets are not weak. After volatility and sharp drops, Dog moves into a sideways balance phase. This is where real positioning happens. The market transitions from emotional reactions into calculated decisions. Movement slows, but structure strengthens. From my angle, this phase is essential because it builds the foundation for future growth. Without this balance, breakouts tend to fail, but Dog taking time here suggests a more controlled and sustainable setup. Here's the opportunity most people overlook. While other meme coins already moved, Dog stayed behind. In momentum-driven markets, lagging assets often become the next focus once early leaders slow down. This creates a window where attention has not fully arrived yet. Looking at it closely, from what I understand, this delay is not a weakness. It is positioning. If capital rotates, as it usually does, Dog could become the next target, offering early participants a chance to enter before broader interest builds. Watch this closely. Buyers are stepping in quietly. Dog bounced from its lows back toward the middle of its weekly range, showing that support is active. Traders are becoming selective instead of reacting emotionally. Participation remains present, just more controlled. This shift in behavior is important. The way I see it, defensive buying like this signals growing confidence. When buyers step in before new lows form, it often indicates that the downside is limited and a stronger structure is beginning to take shape. Let's clear this up. Most people get this wrong. Many wait for obvious signals like large green candles or influencer attention, but by then, early positioning is already complete. The real opportunity happens during these quiet transition phases. The market is shifting from decline into equilibrium. From my standpoint, Dog is right in that zone. While sentiment remains cautious, the structure is improving, and that disconnect is where the most attractive setups usually appear. Please remember this isn't financial advice, so make sure you do your own research before making any decisions. Now we map the key levels. This is where decisions are made. Resistance sits between 0.00078 and 79, while support holds near 0.00071. These levels represent agreement between buyers and sellers. The longer this range holds, the more pressure builds. In my view, this tight structure is a strong signal. A breakout from this range could be sharp because of the energy stored during this consolidation phase. Zoom out. This is bigger than just one asset. Bitcoin's ecosystem is expanding rapidly, driven by runes and ordinals activity. Attention is shifting toward Bitcoin-native assets instead of traditional alternative chains. DOG exists within this growing narrative, giving it more context than just speculation. From my perspective, having a strong macro story behind an asset increases its potential. DOG is not just following hype. It is connected to a broader structural shift that could drive sustained interest. Here's where things get really interesting. Sentiment is still cautious due to macro uncertainty, yet DOG's price has stopped falling aggressively. This creates a gap between perception and actual behavior. These situations do not last forever. The way I look at it, this disconnect often leads to sharp moves once alignment returns. If sentiment shifts while structure remains strong, DOG could move quickly, catching many participants off guard. Steady movement. This is how strong bases are formed. DOG is trading between 0.00072 and 0.00073, building stability. Weak holders exit, long-term participants accumulate, and attention slowly begins to return. This reflects a broader consolidation pattern across meme coins after volatility. From my view, this steady base strengthens the overall structure, preparing DOG for a more sustained move once momentum re-enters the market. All right, here's the big picture. This is what it all leads to. DOG is holding its structure, absorbing selling pressure, and aligning with the expanding runes ecosystem. Meme coins tend to move quickly once momentum starts. If this base continues to develop, DOG could shift from overlooked to trending rapidly. From where I stand, this looks like a strong buy and hold setup. Entering during this phase could position participants ahead of the next major wave before broader attention drives prices higher.